Subscribe if you're trying to get your first muscle up. I'll show you. This is going to correlate. Higher numbers, I'm trying to get to 50 pull-ups right now or 20 muscle up. And what I've noticed is I had to start scaling it back and working on my form. So I figured I'd make a video detailing my mistakes so that you don't have to make the same mistakes. So first and foremost, working on your form is extremely important when trying to increase your numbers or just trying to increase your strength in general. This is a proper form pull-up. Abs engaged, glute engaged, thighs engaged, and you also even want to use your toes as you pull, scapula up, and then pull up. That is a proper pull-up, and doing that will increase your strength, your muscle quality, and your numbers altogether. I've been getting stuck at certain numbers because my form isn't really that good. So what happens is you get those ego numbers, I'll call them ego numbers, and you get close to your goal, you get to 40, but you're swinging and you only did like 30 good ones. So you do 30 good pull-ups, but then the next 4, 5, 6, they're all garbage, but you're counting those numbers, but those numbers really don't count because you're not actually getting stronger. And then what starts to happen is your numbers start to decrease because you're actually getting weaker because your form starts to slip. Broadcast to beginners, just practice amazing form straight out the gate in the beginning. Don't even worry about the numbers, just practice good form and work on your holds. Hold on. One of the best things you could do as a beginner is just hold, just hang. Because I promise you, when you get up to the big numbers, it's gonna be your forearms that give out. It's gonna be your hands that give out before your body and your back. So just practice, just hang. I know it doesn't seem as glamorous, but just hang and engage your abs and just hang. Just try to stay here as long as possible. And then when that gets too easy, just come up here. Just hang right here. Just hang. Keep everything engaged, everything engaged. Come down here and just hang. Do not worry about the numbers. Just worry about getting your strength right. Because what happens is stronger or more than our form. So a lot of us think we have amazing form, but in reality, we're just really strong. You're doing 10 good ones because your strength allows you to do 10 proper good form pull-ups. But then the other 10 to 20 goes kaput, goes down. Where in reality, you really don't have good form to begin with at all. It's just your strength allows you to perform good pull-ups in the beginning. And then it falls apart because you're actually not training form, you're just actually strong. Which is, in my case, I'm strong, but I have bad form. So now to get to extremely high numbers, 50 pull-ups, I gotta dial it back, way back, and go way back down, push my numbers way back down to get my form perfect. Again, subscribe if you wanna get your first muscle up. So now we're gonna talk hand placement and knuckle placements. You want your knuckles pointing up. You definitely want your knuckles pointing up because you want your forearms engaged. So try to get your knuckles pointing to the sky. Straight to the sky. Not necessarily a false grip, but you just want your knuckles there. And engage your abs. Then engage your scapula. Then pull. That's one. Let go of the bar. Let it go. Then you go back on the bar. Do it again. Engage knuckles, abs, toes, scapula. Pull up. 1, 2. Let go of the bar. Let the bar go. Now we're gonna go and do 3. So now you come here. Same thing. Do your checklist. Knuckles up. Point those knuckles up. Engage your core. Engage the core. Now we're gonna do the scapula. Engage the scapula. Toes pointed. Pull up. 1, come all the way down. 2, come all the way down. 3, that's 3. Let go of the bar. And then you go up to 4. When your form starts to slip, that's your number. Cut it off. You're done. Then you go down. So say my number was 3. I felt my form slipping. I felt it getting too hard. Now I'm going back down to 2. And you go back down to 2, then you do 1, and then you go back up to 3. So now my form is slipping, so say. Now we're going back down to 2. Knuckles, core engaged, dead hang. Toes pointed, now we're gonna engage our scapula. Scapula, and now we pull. 1, all the way down. 2, all the way down. Let go of the bar. And then we have 1 left. This is gonna transfer into strong muscles and strong pull strength because you're engaging everything that needs to be engaged. Because I promise you, hold on, let me fix it. I promise you, when you get, say in competitions or you get up into high numbers, your form is gonna start to slip and your progression is gonna completely stop. Form slips and your progression stops. You will not progress. So it's very important to stay on point with your form. Zeph was talking about this and I found it funny, and that's why I was like, I need to make a video because I already experienced it. I'm trying to set my goals and I can't hit my goals. I keep plateauing, and then I had to dial it back. I was like, dang, I gotta dial it back and work on my form. He already made a statement about quality over form. Just think about it as a person who holds, imagine somebody holding a bottle of 20-pound dumbbell, or let's say a 40-pound dumbbell, but they hold it like this. They hold it like this, and somebody else holds a 40-pound dumbbell like this. Which one do you think is stronger? Which guy or person do you believe is stronger? The person holding the bottle like this, or the person who has to hold the 40 pounds like this? Obviously, the person who's holding the 40 pounds like that is stronger. That's kind of like what good form is. But how calisthenics works is we look at the numbers. Where if somebody does 10 good pull-ups, really good, perfect pull-ups, they're obviously more stronger than the guy who's doing 30 bad pull-ups, swinging and but we respect the person who's able to do 30 bad pull-ups more than we respect the person who does 10 good pull-ups because it's not as flashy. But a person who's actually strong knows, nah, that guy over there is way stronger because those are 10 good ones. So that's what I'm trying to teach people who are just starting out. Yo, just focus on quality. Focus on quality. Another thing you guys need to do, work on your planks or hollow bodies. Hold on. Let me get this. Get a bench. You do these on the floor. I don't have the mat ready. But just hold. Because this is going to help you with the muscle ups. Again, if you want to get your first muscle up, subscribe. Hollow body. Very simple. Engage your core. And just hold it here. Try to hold it for a minute. Or however long you can. Hollow bodies. Why? Because this is what's going to get you over the bar for your muscle up. This is what's going to really help you when you're doing your pull-ups. It's going to be these exercises. It's going to be your core. It's going to be your core that's going to get you into those big numbers. When you're training and you're trying to increase your numbers, everything that's going to fall apart is going to be your weaker muscles. You're not going to even be able to get to your back because your hands are going to give out. You're not going to even be able to get to your back muscles because your forearms are going to give out. Your biceps are going to give out. And you're not going to have anything left to pull. So by the time you actually get to your back, it's over. Your numbers are done. Your abs are gone. Everything is gone. So you have to work on the little muscles first. Another thing you need to do, lower back. These are the things I wish I knew when I was starting out. Lower back. Simple. Simple. Go 1. Do those. Get your lower back stronger. If you don't want to do those, just do planks, regular planks. If you're like, nah, I'm not feeling that, just do regular planks and just hold it. These things are going to help get your numbers to supreme levels, because those are the things that are going to give out first, I promise you. And I hope my autofocus is working. Those are the things that are going to give out. It's going to be your abs, it's going to be your forearms, it's going to be every other muscle group. And you're going to have to go back, just like me, and rework them. So again, subscribe if you're trying to get your first muscle up. And remember, do your hangs, get your forearms right. Your forearms, you need forearms in pretty much everything in calisthenics. So just hang on a bar. I'm telling you, it's gonna benefit you. And yeah, let's get it all cleaned up. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So let's clean up all our forms, me included. I want to get as close to God as possible. So I'm cleaning it up. Get your numbers up.